Donald Trump's presidency is poised to drastically alter the trajectory of U.S.-Canada relations, sparking concern and speculation on both sides of the border. With a pledge to impose sweeping tariffs, including a potential 25% levy on Canadian imports by February 1st, Trump is sending shockwaves through one of the most significant trade partnerships in the world. For Canada, a country that relies heavily on its neighbor for economic stability, these developments have sparked an immediate call to action. Canadian officials, led by Foreign Minister Melanie Joly, are preparing for both preventative measures and possible retaliation. The unpredictability of Trump's administration adds another layer of complexity. Finance Minister Dominic LeBlanc captured the sentiment aptly. None of this should be surprising. His statement underscores Canada's readiness to respond to potential economic disruption, but it also highlights the underlying frustration over the strained relationship. At the core of Trump's approach is his America First trade policy, which prioritizes domestic interests above all else. His rhetoric insists that foreign nations, like Canada, should shoulder the financial burden of tariffs, a stance that Canadian officials strongly contest. The Canadian government argues that these policies not only harm bilateral trade, but also unfairly target industries crucial to both economies. Trump's scrutiny of Canada's digital services tax, a measure designed to impose levies on digital giants operating within Canadian borders, is emblematic of this tension. The digital services tax, enacted by Canada in 2022, seeks to generate billions in revenue by taxing digital corporations with significant earnings in the country. For Trump, this tax exemplifies what he perceives as discriminatory practices against American companies, prompting him to sign an executive order demanding an investigation into such measures. This escalation only adds fuel to the fire, with experts warning of a potential trade war between the two historically cooperative nations. Yet the stakes are more than just economic. Trump's rhetoric hints at a broader redefinition of U.S. priorities, including reduced emphasis on traditional alliances. This has left Canada and other nations questioning their place in Trump's world order. For Canada, retaliatory measures are on the table, but the broader challenge lies in navigating an increasingly hostile trade environment while maintaining its economic stability. As Trump presses forward with his agenda, one thing is clear: the future of U.S.-Canada relations hangs in the balance. The long-standing partnership between the two nations, often celebrated as one of the most harmonious in the world, is now at a crossroads. Will cooler heads prevail, or are we on the brink of an unprecedented rift between these North American neighbors?